for her. The reason that we came over here and we're in the conditions that we are is because we disobeyed the covenant that we made with the Most High, aka God. Right? 28:1. Right?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1.
Read that.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations on the face of the earth.
Stop. So, when we were delivered from Egypt, because we were slaves in Egypt, right? So when when God used Moses to deliver us, we came to Israel, we went on the mountain, he came back with the commandments. Are you familiar with what I'm talking about?
Not really. Go ahead. I'm learning.
Okay. As I was saying, we are the descendants of the people in the book.
Right.
So we were enslaved by the Egyptians.
Right.
So once God used Moses to free us from that, read that again.
And it
I'll let
shall
you
come
want to
to
come in,
pass.
Yaqataz? A few more minutes. I'm going to finish this up. You come in. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So if we were to keep God's laws, not covet, not commit adultery, not steal, etc., etc., God will put us on high. Read verse 15.
Verse 15. But if it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the Bible said for disobedience, curses will come upon our nation. Right? And that's exactly what happened to us. We didn't obey the Father's laws. And one of the main punishments is, read 68. This is how we got here. Right here. It's in the Bible. How we got here and why we got here is in the Bible.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Right? Now, when we were in Israel and Egypt is next neighboring countries. Right? You don't need ships to go from Israel to Egypt. Right? So Egypt doesn't necessarily mean that country. Read that. Read Exodus 20.
Exodus 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt means bondage or slavery. Another word for bondage is slavery, right?
Right.
Read that again, 68.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So the Lord will bring us into slavery again with ships. See that sign? So this is Bible prophecy. This is what happened to us for disobedience. Right? So what I'm trying to, the most important thing, if you don't get anything else out of what I'm telling you, we are the people of this book. The book is about us and our salvation.
That's right.
And judgment for all the other nations that did us dirty.
That's right.
Ain't no forgiving the white man. Ain't none of that.
Right.
The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right? All right. Forgive us.
I will forgive everybody.
Give me Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13, 15. All right? A couple more and I'm out. All right? I'm trying to help the sister out. You know what I'm saying? Throw hand joint in hand.
God. Book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 15.
Go ahead.
Everyone that is found shall be thrusted through,
Everyone that is found, if you want to protect these white folks and love them and this and that, when the judgment, when Christ comes back, you're going to get it too. Christ is going to kill his own people too. The ones that want to shuck and jive and forgive the white man and we can all get along. The Bible said we are separate people, right? Integration has destroyed us. We're supposed to be segregated because during the process of integration, what have we learned? How to be faggots, how to be this, how to be wicked. That's Martin Luther King's dream was a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
That's not good look. You don't want to be joined unto them when Christ comes back. Because he's going to get you. Like I said, why would you choose a religion over your own people? That makes no sense. What's the one with those hand joining hand? I think I called it wrong. Yeah, get that for me, Bubba Kashar. I'm about to let the next brother come up because I know I've been running my mouth for a while.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and 21. Though hand joineth hand.
Though hand joining hand, right? You want to hold hands with the white man and forgive him, even though he's destroyed us. Go ahead.
The wicked shall not be unpunished.
Now we already read in the Bible that the wicked is the so-called white man. We established that in Malachi, right? Anything else?
But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
We're the ones that's going to be delivered. Nobody else needs to be delivered but us. White man got his heaven right now. Heaven meaning rulership. We don't rule a damn thing. What do we own over here? We're the employees in there, but we don't own it. Right? We're subject to these people. Still. And it's going to stay that way till Christ comes back and fix it. Right? And with that, I'm going to say death and destruction to the enemies of Yasharallah. Now, I hope you learned something today, sister. And I'm going to let the next brother come up and speak, because I don't like to hog the mic. All right?
All right.
All right.
Brother Yaqataz from NYC spoke well in the spirit, right? Now, give me, like we Hebrew Israelites, right? We come out here week in, week out to raise our people up and show you that you God's chosen people, that you the 12 lost tribes of Israel, the 12 lost tribes now found, that you are God's chosen people, and that you are not no Christian.
Right.
You are not no black men or black women. You're not Hispanic, Native American. You are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
Right.
God's chosen people. Right? And a lot of our people gonna be out here celebrating the holidays with Mr. White Man.
Right.
Celebrating his damn Christmas and his damn Pillsbury Doughboy holiday. Right? Everybody gonna be celebrating these abominable holidays in a minute. Right? Ain't got a damn thing to do with us.
Right.
Right? Give me that. We gonna get Jeremiah 10 and 1 again. We gonna walk that dog slow real quick. Give me that. 10 and 1. Somebody give me Sirach 9:11.
Jeremiah 10, verse 1.
Right.
Slacky. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
So this message is addressed to the Israelites. This message not addressed to nobody else. It said, hear this word that the Lord speak unto you, O children of Israel. Go ahead.
Thus says the Lord.
No, thus saith us crazy niggas out here.
Thus says the Lord.
Go ahead.
Lean not the way of the heathen.
Read that over again, Ken.
Salakia. Learn not the way of the heathen.
During what?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
And guess what? You other nations are the heathens outside of the nation of Israel. The so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, we are God's chosen people, the children of Israel. You other nations are the Gentiles, the heathens. The heathen.
That's right.
You other nations are the Gentiles. So the Bible is instructing the Israelites to learn not the ways of you other nations. Go ahead.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Because guess what? You other nations, you like to read the stars. You like the horoscopes. The Most High said, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Go ahead.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
You other nations, you scared of the signs of heaven. You scared of the stars, the moon. Right? Go ahead.
For the customs of the people are vain.
The customs of the nations is worthless.
Right.
They worthless lies. Go ahead.
For they cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Guess what? This worthless custom right here is telling you what the custom is. Because they do what?
For they cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Slack it. They cut up what?
A tree out of the forest.
So what custom where they cut trees out of the forest? We're coming up on that holiday right now. Right? And the Most High said this custom is vain.
Right.
It's a custom of the heathen.
That's right.
The ungodly people. Right? Go ahead.
The work of the hands of a worksman with the axe.
Right, because back in the day you had to go, you didn't get your trees ready-made cut down. You had to go in the woods and cut your own tree down. Right? But today it's still the work of the hands of the axemen. Go ahead.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
They decorate this tree with silver and with gold. What holiday is that? What custom is that? Right? Go ahead.
They fasten it with nails.
They do what?
They fasten it with nails.
Yeah.
And with hammers.
Uh-huh.
That it move not.
Right?
They are upright as the palm tree.
See, now we got the tree stands where we can just sit the tree in the stand and screw them little screws in it and it stand upright. But back in the day, you have to hammer it down and make a stand. Right. They are upright as what?
As a palm tree.
Go ahead.
Speak not, but speak not.
But do what?
But speak not.
Because guess what? That tree that you worship, it can't even say nothing to you. It can't even speak to you. Right? Go ahead.
They must need be born.
Needs to be born mean the tree need to be carried. The tree cannot carry itself. The tree needs to be carried, but you worship this damn tree. You worship a tree that can't do a damn thing but sit there.
Right.
And ride away.
Right.
Go ahead.
Because they cannot go.
It cannot what?
They cannot go.
Because you have to carry it because a tree can't move its damn self. Right? But guess what you do to that tree? You bow down to that tree when you go get your gifts. And you go pick them, you put them there, and when you go get them, you bowing down to that tree. That's the objective. Go ahead.
Be not afraid of them.
Be not what?
Be not afraid of them.
And we ain't afraid of these other nations and their customs. Right? We're not afraid of this damn Christmas tree.
That's right.
This damn abominable tree. Go ahead.
For they cannot do evil.
Because them trees can't do a damn thing. I kick that goddamn tree over. Right. I kick that goddamn tree over. Go ahead.
Neither also is it in them to do good.
That's right. So the Most High said don't fear them trees. Because we worship them damn trees like gods.
Right.
That's why I said don't fear them. Right? Go ahead.
For as much as there is none like unto thee,
Right?
O Lord,
Uh-huh.
thou art great.
Right. The Most High is great. To hell with that damn dusty-ass Christmas tree.
Right.
I hope all these goddamn trees burn down in your damn house.
Right.
Then
That's
your ass will
right.
learn a lesson. Your ass will learn a lesson for being poor, spending all your damn money on some damn trinkets for your kids. And then be starving like hell.
Right.
Don't know when you're gonna be able to pay your next goddamn rent. But you dumbass niggas like to go out and spend your last and then break your back for goddamn Christmas.
Right.
Well, I'm doing it for the kids. I'm doing it for the kids. Our kids ain't got a goddamn thing anyway. You give them anything, our kids be happy with it, man.
Right.
Right? Give me some Rock 911.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus.
Sirach,
Give me Wisdom of Solomon
chapter
14:9.
9, verse 11.
Right.
Envy not the glory of a sinner.
Envy not what?
The glory of a sinner.
And Christmas is the glory of you dirty nations.
That's right.
Christmas is the glory of the white man.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
Christmas is the glory of keeping you niggas asleep.
Right.
Thinking our Messiah birthday is in the dead of winter. Right? Celebrating they demonic ass idols. Read that over again.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 11.
Right.
Envy not the glory of a sinner.
And you so-called white people, you the biggest sinners on the face of the earth.
Right.
Right.
So guess what? The Most High got instruction us for us to envy not the glory of you dirty bastards. Right? You white people are some dirty bastards. And yes, I tell you right in your face.
That's
so
right.
you can go home in the privacy of your home and call us all type of niggas.
Right.
Go ahead.
For thou knowest not what shall be his end.
That's right, because guess what? You wicked other nations. You sinners. We don't know what your real end gonna be. We know what your end gonna be. But when we get tied up with your ass, we forget what your end gonna be. That's why the scriptures say, because you know not what his end gonna be. If you get caught up with him. Go ahead.
Delight not in the things that the ungodly have pleasure
That's
in.
right. And guess what? Delight not the things that the ungodly have pleasure in. Who the hell get pleasure in spending all of their goddamn money
Fine.
on some garbage
Right.
that your damn kids ain't gonna play with next week?
Right.
Your kids gonna throw that garbage away next week. Right? Go ahead.
But remember, they shall not go unpunished
That's-
unto their grave.
That's right, and that's why our people getting whooped and doubled down on punishment to the grave, because we want to follow the damn dirty sinners,
Right.
the ungodly, dusty ass sinners. Right? Hey, sister, come here. Let me show you that we God's chosen people out of here. Let me show you how dirty the dusty devil is real quick.
Right.
Let me show you how dirty this devil is real quick. Somebody give me let me show you something. Let me see that book. Where this book at? Let me show you how dusty this crack is. Give me that book right there, brother. Give me Revelations 1. What's the description of Christ, sister? What's the description of Christ?
White man.
Okay, give me Revelations 1. And we're gonna show you how dirty the white man is.
Book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Right.
The revelation of Mashiach Yahushua.
So the word revelation
That's
means.
my bus.
All right, sister, go ahead. We gonna rock with it. Go ahead. Read that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1.
Right.
The revelations of Jesus Christ.
So guess what? We're gonna go through the rope-a-dope of the revealing of Hamashiach Yahushua.
That's right.
Right? Who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Right? And we're gonna show you the nationality, the race that Hamashiach Yahushua came from. Since you niggas like to say he all colors.
Right.
Or Jesus is a spirit. Right? He ain't had no color. Or the nigga was olive slocking, or he was olive color. Only damn olives is red, green, and black. Burgundy, green, and black.
That's right.
And I ain't never seen a burgundy food or a damn green person.
That's right.
Go ahead, give me that.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which shortly come to pass.
Right, so this revelation is of Hamashiach Yahushua to show what he looks like. Jump down to 13, a 10.
Verse 10.
Uh-huh.
I was in the spirit on the Lord's day,
Right.
and heard behind me a great voice.
And what?
And heard behind me a great voice.
And heard behind you what?
A great voice.
So this is not an imagination. This is John heard behind him a great voice, right? Go ahead.
As of a trumpet.
Uh-huh.
Say.
As of what?
As of a trumpet.
So you niggas always talk about we speak too loud. Right? As of a what?
as of a trumpet,
Go ahead.
saying, I am Alpha and Omega.
So Yahushua is letting you know I'm the first and the last.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
The first and the last.
Slocky, go ahead.
And what thou seest,
No, what you imagine, John.
what thou seest,
No, what you imagine, John.
what thou seest.
So Christ just telling John the Revelator, would you see my description? Go ahead.
Right in a book.
So I don't want to, after this description, don't nobody better not come up here talking about Christ was invisible.
Right.
Or he didn't have a color, or he was in spirit. Go ahead.
And send it unto the seven churches.
Go down to 13, 14.
Book of Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his head, the head on his hair, the hair on his head, and the hairs on his face was white like what?
Wool.
White like what?
Wool.
Okay, now I got a dictionary here. Slock, what year this dictionary was published? I got a dictionary here, right? Slock it up. Get this, Brother James. That's the Webster's Universal Dictionary, right? Get that. Copywritten when? 1936. Right? 1936. Get that, brother. Read that. His hair and his head was what?
His hair and his hair were white like wool.
Con. White was the color and woolly was the texture.
That's
Right.
Christ had woolly hair. What's that definition, King?
The definition of wool:
Con.
short, thick hair, especially the hair of a Negro.
Read that over again.
Damn.
Short, thick hair, especially the hair of a
So
Negro.
read that over again, Yaqataz.
The book of Revelations chapter 1 verse 14.
Right.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So the Bible is saying Christ's hairs on his face and his head was white like wool. Read that up definition over again.
Wool,
Now, who has woolly hair? Go ahead.
short hair, especially the hair of a Negro.
So what was Christ? What is Christ?
a Negro.
A Negro.
That's right.
A Negro. Not this pale, dusty dog, flea-ridden ass, lice-ridden ass bastard right here.
Right.
This dirty, pedophile, incestuous, murderous, homosexual ass bastard.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
As white as snow.
Right.
And his eyes.
That's it, King. That's not. Go
Oh,
ahead.
and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Verse 15.
And his eyes as a flame of what?
Fire.
Because you niggas like to drink wine.
That's right.
You niggas I like wine.
Con.
So what happened when we drink wine? The reds of the whites of our eyes turn red. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 15.
Uh-huh.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Right. Brass is a derivative of brown. And his feet like unto fine brass. Go ahead.
As if they burned in a
So
furnace.
if you take anything and burn it in a furnace, what color it's going to be?
That's right.
Black as hell.
That's right.
So Christ, Yahushua wasn't no doggy, stringy, pale ass demon
Right.
with leprosy
Right.
and can't get through life season without picking jitterbugs off his ass.
Right.
How the hell the Messiah got jitterbugs on his ass during life season?
God.
That's some garbage. Go ahead.
And his voice as the sounds of many waters.
And he was loud. What black man you know ain't loud as hell?
Right.
What black man you know ain't loud as hell? When you hear a nigga arguing in the house with his wife, you can hear him all the way down the damn block.
Right.
Right? Shit. What we got, brother? Come, nah, Wisdom of Solomon 14:9. We're gonna go back to that. Wisdom of Solomon 14:9.
It's the book of wisdom of